Welcome to a live stream. So it's been so long since I've made content on this channel. It really sucks because I could have done a lot more. Anyways, I want to talk about something. So let us just talk about stuff. So how have you been? I hope you're all doing well. So I have some strange problems with my health right now. So it really sucks. It really sucks. I don't want to dive in too much, but a latest problem is, underneath your tongue, you get that little stuff all around, like a little, you know, like a strange little pointy stuff underneath your tongue. Well, two of those on the right side are kind of red and more enlarged than the ones on the left. I'm very worried about this because, I've had problems with mouths, so I just hate stressing with stuff like this. It could be serious or it could be benign. I don't know what it is, so unfortunately, I'm just clueless as ever. But I just want to keep you updated on that. So I hope you're all having a fantastic day. I want to talk about creating a new channel. Now, this is very, very difficult to speak up about because I just created this channel around, when was this? A couple of years ago. And obviously that's not a bad thing. It's just that I've noticed that there's a lot of space on Rumble to just create content. So let me just say that Rumble has so much of potential. Obviously, there's stuff going on right now with monetizable problems with with one creator, and that they are threatening one of the executives of Rumble if they do not remove Russell Brand from Rumble, which is ridiculous, or at least demonetize him, which is ridiculous because what he has gotten is just an accusation, and the fact that the government is going so far with that, it's crazy. It goes more deeper than that, but I'm not going to talk about that right now, or at least let me just clear up some stuff. So I'm creating content on Rumble. Now my Rumble channel is called Cottage in a Crater. So yeah, Cottage in a Crater. Obviously, it doesn't have any subs, so if you're interested, you can check it out. It's available on Rumble. I've so far posted 2 videos, and they're just me talking about stuff. If you're interested, you can check it out. So while it's good to also have a Rumble channel, I think it's good to at least have content on Rumble because a lot of people think Rumble will take over YouTube. I kind of doubt that. YouTube will always remain dominant. I mean, TikTok still exists and YouTube still exists, so what's the big deal? YouTube is just more mainstream. Rumble is a bit more mainstream when it comes to speaking about certain political views, but you can also have content that's apolitical. So I think that's the thing, because there's a large space on Rumble right now that needs to be filled, a large gap where you need to really fill in that gap because not many people are just making videos about like stuff they love all the time. It's mostly politics, so there's space for it. I remember thinking about this back when I created a BitChute account. BitChute is it's like Rumble, but the only difference is it's slightly more smaller. Years ago, I wanted to create content on BitChute. The only difference was I had no idea what to do, and I kept saying, "Oh, I'll make content one day," and I never did that. So I made some content on Rumble. You can check it out. Channel is called Cottage in a Crater. So I don't know how monetization works on Rumble. I don't know the threshold of Rumble. I don't know about that, but we should just um, we should just kind of look at that. So I've so far uploaded everything from my phone, made the videos on my phone. If you don't know, I have a broken laptop, so yeah, it sucks that I can't do stuff on the laptop, but I think making content on a laptop is a bit more convenient than on a phone. However, phones are pretty powerful now to kind of do a lot of programming and whatever, but still not enough, I guess. Well, I'm sure the highest phone out there can do a lot of like tech stuff. Anyways, moving on, why I think Rumble is important. I don't think it's going to be I don't think it's going to be like the next YouTube and everyone just going to flock over there. No, I think it's going to remain small. Right now it has like over 70 million creators, which is a lot, but not that much compared to YouTube. You're comparing 70 million to like a billion or maybe 2 billion. That's insane. It really is insane. However, there's still a lot of people on Rumble, and to take advantage of that space is important because right now I'm seeing a ginormous hole in the wall that needs to be patched. So you can just fill up the content with gaming stuff. And the interesting thing is that there's a lot of potential for non-political content on Rumble because it feels like it's a very polished website. So there you go. Plus it's monetizable. Plus you get ads on your website. So that's good enough as it is to just go on there. So that's the thing. The thing is that not everyone is making controversial videos, but everyone's getting demonetized every time. So when it comes to YouTube, the problem is that the main issue is that sometimes you get demonetized as well. But you can get a lot of recognition on YouTube, but it's vice versa on Rumble. I'm sure it's much more easy to get money, but at the same time, I'm assuming it's difficult to get kind of reach a high audience. But I still think it's good to start off kind of build up a foundation because you never know how far it could grow. Even if it just gets like 500 million creators, that's still good enough, in my opinion. Obviously, Kick. A couple months ago, people were thinking Kick was the worst. Aiden Ross, this streamer, went on Kick. He went on Kick, and people were like, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe he's going on Kick. Can't believe it. How it's evil." Or they said something about Kick, and now Kick is the most popular streaming website right now. Just a couple months, just took a couple months for him to reach that. You understand what I'm saying? Basically, a lot of people will put these new platforms down, but the more platforms there are, the better, in my opinion, because then you don't have to just go to, like, for example, politics. You don't if you want to get the real news, you don't have to go to YouTube to get everything. Because years ago they changed the algorithm, meaning that, let's just say a YouTuber made a video on something political, and then you have like 6 or 7 news companies, news um, outlets reporting on the same thing. They changed the algorithm, so now the regardless the news reporters, their videos will come up on top first before the YouTube creator, even if their reporting is illegitimate. They will obviously trump the creator, and that is the disappointing factor, because you just have to accept the mainstream news all the time. But Rumble is different, so that's an interesting thing. And there's more to alt tech than just Rumble. There's BitChute, Odyssey, Locals. I think there's like a lot of places where you can create stuff. You have Gab, you have um Getter. I don't know if that place is still there. Trend Social is one of those fancy gold clubs where you get in and there's not much to do. Um, you have a lot of interesting places. Hold on, let me just see. Okay, regardless, I heard a hooting, so I just gotta check. So I'm creating content on Rumble as well. What am I going to do with this channel? Am I going to mirror the content out? I don't know. The reason why I say this is because I just feel like I want to have some kind of content that's different in some way, because I put in a bit more effort in my content now on Rumble, and honestly, it feels so good to just have some kind of content like that. I think it's good to have YouTube as well. The only difference is that if I'm starting to make these type of high quality videos, I don't know if I'm gonna make high quality videos on this channel, because this channel was mostly a low quality channel. It's not a bad thing. It's just that if you want to make more eye edited content, you just want to have something that's from the top different. So I'm thinking of creating another account possibly. Um, Obviously, I'll try and see what else I can do on Rumble, but so far it's just going to be geek stuff and gaming. That's basically it. So if you're interested, check my channel, Cottage in a Crater, So it's Cottage in a Crater, Crator. So yeah, the words are together. I can't remember if the words are together. Yeah, the words are together. So if you're interested, check it out. So right now I'm just currently working on something, and anyways, before I end this video, I might as well just do some kind of rating with my Harry Potter books, because I was wanting to do this for some time. So let me just kind of do it. I don't know, should I do it or should I wait? I don't know. I don't know, because sometimes I just won't have a chance to. So if I don't have a chance to, let me just say that Order of the Phoenix is my least favorite book. Then you have, well, I never really planned this out. Let me just write it down for a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so I would say that, okay, I'm trying to put everything together, because I haven't thought about this so much compared to like everything else. Um, I'm stuck with this because some of the books are interesting, some of them are not so great. So let me start with number one. Okay, let me just kind of work this out a bit. This is so cringe. I'm trying to think. So I'm just looking at the books that I have. Uh, okay, I just made the list. I made the list. So when it comes to the seventh spot, it has to be Order of the Phoenix, that red book right over there, that big one. Then, because let's face it, the book, there's a lot of problems with the book, a lot of good stuff, interesting stuff, but I feel like there's just there's just a lot of stuff that felt like it could have been cut off. I really like the OWL tests. I really love those exams. That was really good. A lot of detail on that. Um, the fact that Aerie did not learn occlumency really sucks. It really sucks. Also, Umbridge, like I don't mind Umbridge. I'm sorry, I do not mind her at all. The problem I have is just it's too long. The book is too long, and some stuff just feels very annoying at times, and I'm like, oh my gosh, how annoying can this go? I'm surprised I finished the book so quickly. Number 6 is Deathly Hallows. I know this is very controversial because this is the end book. It's supposed to be great, but there were really good parts, but that's towards the end. The problem is that I just really, really missed Hogwarts in this book. And I felt like it was way too dark. Obviously, it is a dark book. Like, that's like complaining that cheese is made of milk. Okay, I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that. I just felt like it was just, just a bit, um, way off course. I feel like it's a good book, but compared, okay, I feel like, let me reword it. There are some good parts to it, okay, but it's just that I should at least say that compared to the other books on the list, it has to go below. It has to go below it. Unfortunately, I mean, some people love this book. It's just that when it compares to the other books, there are some good moments, more better moments out there. I just feel like the ending of Deathly Hallows is so good. I feel like it's really good. Okay, like this is not a scripted video, by the way, so you will hear me ranting a lot. Sorry about saying it's too dark. What am I thinking? What am I thinking? Too dark. The most of the series is too dark. There's nothing wrong with that. I just meant I just felt like I kind of missed more of that Hogwarts magic, more of that simple school life. Anyways, number wait, yeah, number five. Number five, Chamber of Secrets. Oh my goodness, this has to be very controversial. The most controversial part of it ever, I guess. Okay, I'm kidding. It's not controversial. Normally this goes like way below, but I like this book. Coming out of Philosopher's Stone, this was a really good sequel to that book, and there was so much in the book. Honestly, it felt really good. It felt like a really good book. I loved it. I really loved the mystery of it. I liked it. Then, number four, you get the Philosopher's Stone. This book is a good introduction to the series. Very simple, very easy to digest. So much content in this book, so much happens. It feels fun, it feels good. I like it. Number three, the Goblet of Fire. Now, some people may think this book is mid-tier, but I think it's kind of like top three because so much of interesting stuff happened, interesting characters are introduced, and I love how many mysteries there were in this book. This book felt really good, and the fact that there were more pages and there were more lines in this book, because the words, when you get to the fourth book, the font of the fourth book changes. Well, not necessarily the font, the size of the font, whatever you call it, font, the size of those words basically shrink. You went from words that were really bold to like words that are very tiny to fit in like two extra sentences, but those extra sentences really help. Then you have number two. Now I'm stuck with number two and number one. I feel like they're kind of interchangeable, but overall, I feel like I really feel like okay, I don't know. I'm still kind of working this out. It has to be between, number one and number two has to be between the Prisoner of Azkaban and um, the Half Blood Prince. It has to be one of those two. Like, come on, it has to be one of those two. I don't know. Maybe I have to find like a different rating, like out of one, 2, or 3 stars. So if I have to rate that, I would give the. Oh, sorry. What the heck happened? Oh my goodness. This tripod, I sometimes forget it's in the way. So when it comes to okay, okay. So when it comes to okay, let's have a different type of rating instead of stars. Out of five instead. Okay, out of five, it makes more sense. Order of Phoenix gets out of five at 2 out of 5. Deathly Hollows gets I don't know. This is so controversial. People are gonna kill me, so I feel like it's best just not to mention it. But I would, you know what? I don't even know. I don't even know how to rate this. It's so difficult. So I will say 2.5 out of um 5. 2.5 out of 5. Now, obviously, it could have been a bit more enjoyable in my opinion. Then you have Chamber of Secrets. It gets a 3 out of 5. That's strange, right? Chamber of Secrets, 3 out of 5. Philosopher's Stone. Well, this video is way too long. Sorry. Philosopher's Stone gets a 3.5 out of 5. You know what? It should definitely get. No, I feel like the rating system is way too small in my opinion. Too different. I don't know. I should work this out. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Check my channel on Rumble, Cottage in a Crater. That's Crator. Anyways, have a wonderful day. Bye.